Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to the channel. What do you guys think we ought to work on today? I know a lot of you guys are waiting for the 59 Coronet. I don't blame you. I need to get fired back up on this thing. We got to respray this side, just the blue part. We talked about that in a previous video. It'd be nice to get this stuff out of my way. Look at this hood and these two doors. That takes up so much space. I could put my riding lawnmower there, a couple four-wheelers even. I mean, I really need to get that back on the car. So we'll get on that really soon. It's too cold today. It's pretty chilly, and I'm just not going to paint today. So let's figure something else out. We've got plenty of projects around here. We'd made mention of maybe putting some rod bearings in that old Saturn or flip car. They're not here yet. They're running behind. They should have already been here 2 days ago. That's how it goes sometimes. So we'll just roll with the punches, see if we can figure something else out. We're going to do some fan mail later in the video. Stay tuned for that. These things are getting heavy and big. I had to chuck this one in on my little dolly. Getting out of hand, y'all. I feel that at this point I owe some of you guys a video on this old Datsun. This is a side project of mine, a 1970 Datsun we drug out of the field and we have put over on a 1995 Nissan hardbody frame, suspension, firewall, everything, floorboard and everything out of that old 95 has gone into this car, or this truck rather, right here. You see here, look at that, got that KA24E, fuel injection, everything. It all runs and it drives. It should. I know we've all heard that one before. Yeah, again, something else that ran when I parked it here. I actually drove it in and out of the shop. I doubt we're going to be able to fire it up right now. We're going to need a battery and a few other things, but we are going to get it in the shop one way or another. Let's see what we got going on over here. There's my little boat seat there. Yeah, you can see that is the 95 hard body floorboards, leaves included, firewall with everything still attached. It's got the heat and air, fuel injection, the 5-speed. We're bringing it into the modern age, y'all. This thing's gonna have AC and everything, and the AC blew ice cold. So, I mean, it's all there, it's all intact, and it all works. But as you can see, nothing actually fits just yet. You can see the floor is actually too big for the cab. We've got everything somewhat mocked up, but we need to get back in there and get going on it again. Got a couple Titan wheels already on it. I don't know what exactly we're gonna go with. I doubt it'll be that, but I don't know. We'll get to that. For now, I'd like to get it in here, kind of get reacquainted with it, maybe introduce it to some of y'all that's never seen it before, and see if we can't get a few tack welds on it, get everything held together and in position where it needs to be, like truly mocked up, you know what I mean? I think the first thing we're going to have to do is air those tires up. What are the odds that they're actually going to take air? So who else has this problem? You start a project and you spend the first hour having to go back and overhaul stuff. Apparently these have become extreme leakers, these air chucks. I haven't unrolled this hose and used it outside in a while, so I wasn't even aware it had gotten this bad, but man, they are leaking like something else. So let's take care of that. There's no point in having, I got packages of this stuff sitting around in the cabinets. There's no point in having it and then dealing with these hoses leaking. And this thing was leaking bad, y'all. Should have showed you. Let's get our new one on here, get her tightened up. We back in business in no time, right? Let's get it plugged in, see if it works. Yeah, nice. Looks like our valve stem's on the bottom. I hate it when that happens. Let's get all that out of the way. Yeah, man. Oh, there she goes. All right. Well, that's one down. Let's see if this big old Titan tire is going to air up. There she goes. Pretty sure this one's already good. Yep. Let's see. Well, I got some junk in the way. Let me clean up some of this. Well, hell, this tire's actually got some air in it. Not a lot. We'll shoot a little more in there. At least we know it holds air. It wasn't too bad though. We only had to air up a couple of them really. Go ahead and get this hood out of the way. We're kind of having some clearance issues right now. Most of that's just because this AC line's strung up over here out of the way. We need to reposition it. Here you can get a better look at what we got going on. Obviously the AC lines need to kind of go back in there where they go, out of the way. That's what the hood's sitting on right now. Here's the old firewall. This is from the hard body pickup, the 1995 model. And then here is where our new sheet metal starts for the old cab. And it's gonna sit just right on top of this. So we're getting there. We're very close to where we need to be. But we'll know more once we get it back into the shop. We'll get a closer look at it. Got my chain hooked up there. I think I'm going to try to kind of pull this out just a little bit, kind of get it past some of my junk here. That way we can kind of pull it out this way. I think that'll work all right. Whew, she needs to calm down. Good grief. Looks like we got the job done. That's all that matters, right? Well, this could be a problem. Man, what is this thing, stuck? Are you stuck? Yeah, I do believe that is stuck. Ain't nothing be easy. Let's get the wheel off, see if we can't figure out what's going on. I'm sure it's just the brake caliper sticking or something like that. Maybe we get it to break loose. Boy, it's always fun working out here in the tall grass and the rocks. This dang truck's so low I can't get a jack under it. Here we go. This will work just fine. See if we can't get in here and hose this thing down with some WD-40. Something get in there. Get all that down in there. See what that does for us. Give me a big old cheater pipe out here. See if we can't break this thing loose. I may have to take the caliper off, but we'll find out here in a minute. Brought out the big guns here. Check this thing out. That might give us enough leverage to move that. What I've done, wedged me a little pry bar in there. That way we're not going to turn the wheel when I wedge that bar in here. Otherwise it'll just try to turn back that way when I put the beans to it. So let's just try it out, see what happens. Hopefully I could do this without breaking any of the studs off. Guess we'll see. Oh no. Not gonna give up yet, hang on. No, I'm not gonna work. Kind of tap around on it with a hammer a little bit. I'm not gonna get too crazy, but I say that and I'm hitting the fender with a hammer. I'm just gonna tap on it a little bit. Been letting her soak. Tapped around on it with a hammer. That's all I know to do with it besides trying to remove the caliper itself. I'm trying to avoid that if I don't have to. Let's see what she does. See if we can do this without breaking the dang lug nuts. Hey, it's moving. It's moving. There we go. There we go. Oh my God. Well, she was stuck. There we go. We're moving now. Hey, I didn't break that off, by the way. That was already broken. All right, there we go. We got a roller. Sweet. The old truck's been sitting out in the tall grass unmoved for over a year now, so I guess that was to be expected. I was hoping we would just roll her up in the shop with no problems, but hey, it happens. I think we can pull that bar out of there now. We're done with that. That came in handy. Had ourselves a runaway Datsun, bumped into my cabinet. That's all right. These fenders, they move, so. I'm gonna try to get the cab lined up with that hoist. I want it to be as close to center as possible. I typically just line it up with the rear view mirror and it seems to work out perfectly. I think we're close enough. Now that's obviously because we're gonna have to pull this cab off and on. Anybody that's been following this series, and if you missed it, man, go back and check it out. I've got a playlist for the this little project, mini truck project, 1970 Datsun mini truck build. And you could go on there and see, we pulled the cab on and off 100 times already. And we'll probably have to do it 100 times more before we're done, but that's all right. I'm pretty sure that we've got everything centered up as far as the wheels and everything go. You can see there we've got it centered up pretty well in the fender well there, and I don't really know what else to do besides just kind of square everything up, because we're going to have to kind of build it off of that right there. The rest of this we could change if we need to. Like for instance, if we put the bed on and there's some kind of a weird gap issue, or the drivetrain is too long, too short, and I'm suspecting it's going to be a little bit too long. All we got to do is cut this thing in half, shorten it, and do whatever we need to do. We're talking about this space here. Once we put that bed on there, who knows? I'm expecting there to be a kind of a rather large gap here, and we'll probably have to cut the back of the frame and shorten it. Not to mention it needs a C-notch as well, because we are going to slam this thing down into the weeds. You can already see how low the front is. Well, that's nothing. We're going way lower than that. I think I showed you earlier where this has actually come in contact with our old, the 1995 firewall. So we basically gone as far down as we can go. We can't really trim any more away on this firewall. In fact, I like the way that is. That's perfect. That's exactly what we need. I'm going to come in here. I'm going to drill out some more holes like you see here. These are some spot welds. We'll go through here and we'll drill out some holes, and we will plug weld this straight down to this 1995 firewall. Basically what that is going to do is that's going to keep our firewall factory to the 95 Nissan, which has all of that air conditioning, heat, everything. All of it's already there. It's all in place and it works. Like I showed earlier, I want all of that. I want the wiring. I want the fuse block. I want everything. That heat and air, the ductwork, everything. I want all of that from the 95 Nissan. I mean, hell, we're going to have power steering, air conditioning, fuel injection, 5-speed. This truck didn't really have any of that coming from the factory. So still lots to do, but now that, you know, some of you newcomers may not even have known about this project, well, now you're brought up to speed. Basically, we got two trucks being grafted together here. And at the same time, we're doing some custom stuff by basically just making this thing slammed as we can get it and still be functional. So anyway, here we go. Started out by getting it up on some jack stands. Now I'm going to get in here and start doing some measuring. I think probably the first thing we should do is get us a measurement right off the frame here. I'm going to go with this mount as my measuring point. That way I could do both sides exactly the same. And I'm just going to come straight off of this mount and measure over here to this rocker panel. See what we got here, because I know it's to the driver's side way too far. I know it is. Looks like where are we at? 7 inches there? Well, dead on 7 inches. Okay, let's go over to the other side, do the exact same thing. See what we got on this side. Looks like about 6 1/4. If you look there, 6 1/4 is what we're looking at. The other side was 7 inches, so yeah, we need to drag it over this way a hair. I think I'm gonna make me a little reference mark right here, so we keep an eye on just how far we're moving it. Remember, we don't have to go very far. Give it a little nudge. Oh yeah, we moved it a little bit. Let's get another measurement. We're gonna have to be mindful of our little reservoir here. This is for the clutch, and it is clearly in the way. So obviously that'll have to get modified later. We're not too worried about stuff like that at the moment. Main thing is just get everything where it fits somewhat decent. We at least want everything lined up so that I get that top of that tack welded, and we'll move on from there. See if we can't give it another little push. Oh yeah, we're moving now. In fact, we may have went a little too far that time, but that's okay. Let's get another measurement. 6.5. Get another one over on the other side. Let's see, we are at 6. Let me get this wrong here just right. 6 3/4. Well, no, 6 5/8 on this side. So we are getting we are within 1/8 of an inch, y'all. I mean, damn, that's not too shabby. First try. So you can see here, this is the Nissan hardbody, and this is the 1970 Datsun. And I need to trim a little bit more off of my hardbody cab right through here. They're kind of touching. I don't want anything touching right now. I need plenty of room to move everything around, and then we'll come back and fill stuff in later. Let's get us a mark under here so we'll know to trim this back. Kind of all the way up through here. We're going to trim all of that back just a little bit. Don't need a whole lot. Having a little trouble getting the cab to go over. Basically, I'm still trying to push it over that way, and I've realized that, look, we're already kind of crammed up against this air conditioner duct over here. Got some clearance issues going on over here. This duct is kind of crammed up against this pillar over here, and you can see my wiring harness as well. It's kind of not a lot of room going on there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this out for now. It's held in over here by this little 10 millimeter bolt there, and then it goes in right here to all of that duct work and all. I mean, it's a simple deal. We'll remove it for now, and then later we'll just shorten it to where it just won't stick out this way too far. I mean, it's super easy to modify. For now, we'll just get it out of the way though. I believe this is the only bolt that holds that in. It just kind of holds it to that bracket. Shouldn't be too hard to get that out of there, and we will move on from there. I think that's about the only thing kind of interfering with me pushing this cab over, and it's kind of fighting me a little bit, but I think it's going to come loose. I have to pull the whole cab off just to get this piece of pipe off. Golly. Come on, you. Well, I've managed to get it this far. Look at that. I mean, it really does act like I gotta pull the damn cab off. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull these two bolts out, see if I can't kind of drop this column a little bit. Actually, I think I'll take these bottom ones out here, one on each side, and then this column will come down a little bit, and that should come right out of there. Ain't no sense of sitting here fighting it. And besides, I made mention I don't want to mess it up. I want to reuse it. Might have gave us what we needed. Let's see. God, what a freaking nightmare. Oh well, we got it. That's all that matters, right? Good luck getting that thing back in, though. But hey, good news. With that out of the way, we've got tons of room now. Look at all this. I'm going to go ahead and pull this wheel out of the way. I'm going to get up inside of that wheel well and do some trimming. Yeah, just up inside of here. Yeah, this part right here. I'm just going to go ahead and trim it back to about right in here. I think that's going to give us all the room that we need. Yeah, just getting this little sliver off of here, getting it out of the way, I think is going to give me more than enough room. That way, once I scoot it into position, we won't have any interference on either side now. We should be able to move this thing around exactly where we need it. I'll get in here and trim this little piece off as well, get rid of all of this. Not sure if you guys could tell by looking at it, but we got a little something going on right here. It's like it's not level. It seems to be a little low on this side. And I'm talking the firewall and everything. I think it's probably just settled over time. It's got a lot of play in it. This stuff is, you get here to kind of start wiggling stuff around, and you can see just how easy things can move. I don't know if you can see that firewall moving around. So what I want to do is, I've got a jack set up right inside of here. It's kind of, you see my setup here. There's the jack. It's right up underneath the firewall there, and all I'm going to do is I'm just barely, I mean, we're talking like this much till it reads level. You can see it's pretty close. See there? I mean, we're close, but obviously it needs to come up over here on this side just a hair to get it right in the middle. So that's what we're doing right now. Yeah, this isn't going to take much at all. I wouldn't think more than maybe 1/4 of an inch, and we'll have it. So much better. The bubble's right in the middle. Now that that's out of the way and we've got our side to side right, our wheels are fitting inside of the wheel arches and everything. It looks really good. I think we're getting really close to being able to throw a couple tack welds on it. I'm debating something though. And we'll make us a filler plate right here to weld this onto instead. And that'll fill our gap. Obviously we can't go any lower than that, so that's what's going to have to get done. Once this is attached to this, I may have mentioned earlier, we'll be able to get in there and cut the bottom of the firewall and finish our body drop. It's real simple. We'll just weld something in there to raise this area up to match this area and give this something to weld to. I want this to sit flat on something, so I think that'll be the best way to go. You can see where we got the jack in there holding up the side. It just, had a slight little twist in the firewall from the weight of that cab sitting on top of it up there. And, well, got a little twist in it. Not a big deal. Now, obviously, we might have to weld a brace in there to hold that. That way we could pull that jack out of there and it'll hold its position while we weld everything together. So I'm not running into too many hiccups, just small little details. And that's the way these projects are, man. You'll run into a million small little details along the way. The main thing on this one is that the Nissan cab was actually a little bit bigger than this little Datsun cab. You can see there, we're definitely not going to have as much leg room as we had before, but that's all right. I think with the seat dropped, and then we'll shorten the steering column too. This steering column looks like it'd be pretty easy to modify. I'd like to make it shorter. I think it sticks out way too far. And if this was maybe in here somewhere, it would be perfect. I think that combined with the seat being on the floor, something like that there, where it's basically just mounted right to the floor, we'll get rid of these guys here. We're not going to need them no more. We're not going to want our seat to sit up that high. You got to remember the roof is coming down because the whole cab is coming down over the floor. And remember, we got like that much more to go, right? That frame sticks down quite a bit because we cut the rocker panels off, in case I failed to mention it. If you guys missed the videos, man, there's a hell of a little playlist that I've got for it. And you can see where we did all of that, where we cut both cabs, everything. We drug this old Nissan out of a Copart. Drove it home with ice cold AC blowing. It actually ran and drove fine. We even did some smoky burnouts after we cut the cab off. So anyway, we had a lot of fun with it so far, getting it to get it to this point. Remember, it is a runner and a driver, believe it or not. Don't let all that fool you. Everything is still hooked up, even the air conditioning. I haven't unhooked anything off of this. Everything is still hooked up. Everything still works. And I want to show you guys that on the next video. I would like to show some of my new viewers that it does run and drive, but for now, you'll just have to go watch one of the old videos, I guess. But hey, man, it's starting to get kind of late. I've got a few other things I got to take care of today before it gets dark. It's kind of, the way we do these is this is spare time only. And hell, it took so damn long just getting it in here. And I thought that was just going to come right in here. We'd be done. I'll be damned if I didn't have to spend friggin' 2 hours just getting it into the shop. So that's how it goes. Y'all know how it is. Now, before I get out of here, I gotta thank a lot of you guys, man. In fact, here, I got to put this up here too. They just keep coming, y'all. I knew I heard a delivery truck up there at the top of the driveway, so I went up there and sure enough, man, they were dropping off another package. Like I said, it's starting to get out of hand, you guys. I can't tell you enough how much I appreciate it, and I wanted to open up some of this stuff, show you guys what we got. We'll breeze right through this. I know some of y'all like seeing me open these things, so I figured, hey, we'll do it again on this one. Why not? Might as well start at the top of the stack and work our way down, right? See what we got going on here. Let's see, whatever this is, there's 100 pieces. It says orbital, so these must, okay, yeah, sanding discs. Golly, look at this. That is a whole box of sand. Look at that. All the grits too. Look at this. We got 1,000 grit all the way down to, looks like 40 grit. So man, they went across the board. That's everything we need right there from start to finish, damn near. 100 pieces. Wow. So 100 pieces, man. I wonder what that would cost. I mean, hell, these little packages here that I get from Walmart all the time. I mean, hell, this right here, how many pieces is in here? Pack of 5. Man, this is like $5 or $6 for a pack of 5. And we got 100 of them over here, and I'm not even going to try to do the math on that. Trying to see if there's a note or something somewhere. There's not. Let's see, anything at all. Nothing. There's nothing, no name at all. Whoever you are, man, that is going to work. I have a sander just for that. Check it out. Right up here. Look at that. That'll fit right on there perfectly. Just like that, man. Perfect. Got the Velcro. That's awesome. Oh, okay. Hey, this one's got a note. Awesome. Oh, we got some spreaders. Man, a whole pack of spreaders. How many spreaders we got here? 20. Got 20 spreaders, y'all. That is awesome. And we got some filler. This comes in handy. I use a lot of this, y'all, so that will work. That is awesome. Let's see, we got a note here. I love the fact that everything you show on your channel can be done in the average person's garage. That's right, man. I mean, that's kind of what we specialize in around here, is just basic hand tools. None of that fancy stuff. You guys are sending me all the fancy stuff. I never buy this stuff for myself, so really cool. He says some of the techniques I've already used on my own projects, for example, rolling tape to create a soft paint line. Dude, that is one of my favorite paint tricks, man. That was one of the first things I learned when I moved over into the paint shop from the body shop. And I've used it ever since. I've been doing it for years. Hey, Eric Johnson from Michigan, thank you for the spreaders. Thank you for that filler. It will get used, I guarantee you. That's the thing, man. I'm going to use everything you guys send me. There's no doubt about that. So what do we got here? How do you say that? Toe mine? Professional car cleaning brand. So here we go, man. You guys sending me the good stuff. Probably something I wouldn't buy for myself. Let's see, what is it? Oh, hey, this is like a tornado. We had one of these in the body shop, man. These things work awesome. You hook it to your air hose, right? It's got this little thing on the end here. Put your cleaning solution right here, and it screws onto the bottom there. And this thing will just be like, and you just put it to it, man, on the interior, you know, door panels, you name it. Being in Oklahoma, we would get a lot of cars that would come in with storm damage. I mean, I'm talking tornadoes, all the windows blown out with hail damage and things like that. You can imagine what that would do to a car's interior. And we would just go to town with one of these right here, and it would clean that junk out of there and make it smell good. So, man, this is going to make my job so much easier. This one's got a note, man. Hopefully this saves you a ton of time. Man, I guarantee you this is going to save me a ton of time. Thanks for the awesome content. Man, I appreciate that you like it that much, that you think it's awesome, Eric. Eric Pennywell. That's where this came from. Dude, this is great, man. This will most definitely get a ton of use. You can bet. You guys know, man, some of them flip cars we get in here are nasty. And, man, we need all the help we can get. So let's move on to the next one here. See what we got going on. Trying to go through and cut all these boxes open so it kind of speeds us up. Let's get this down here. Oh, okay, here we go. What is this? We've got a funnel set. I mean, it's got like, look at this. It's got everything in it, like a bunch of little adapters. so that you could put it on whatever kind of radiator style you might have. These come in very handy because you could put this on there and it creates like an airtight fit, and then all you have to do is fill this up and it'll like burp. It helps burp out the air bubbles. So it works really well. I've used things like this, kind of a makeshift version of this, and I've had really good luck with it. So this is cool, man. No more of that. We got the real deal right here. You can see there where it's got all the different little fittings. I mean, hell, it's got a whole bunch of them in there. So yeah, this will come in handy when we are messing with these flip cars for sure, and even on our side projects as well. You guys ain't gonna believe it, man. This is old Bill Speck again. This guy, he don't stop, man. He has been very supportive of the channel. I think I probably get 2 packages a week from this guy, man. You gotta love it, dude. He says, I hope this comes in handy. Let's see, I appreciate watching you and Kayla. Hey, that's my daughter over at Me, Myself, and Darlene. Go check that channel out, you guys. We got a really cool father-daughter project over there. We're building her a Nissan hardbody as well, doing it mini truck style, and she's learning a ton over there. And in fact, our latest video for her, I believe that's the one where we went out to the salvage yard and got her some bucket seats, a center shifter for a floor shifter, things like that, so that we can get her header installed. We've had a lot of trouble getting the header to fit. It doesn't want to, but this is going to solve that. So you're going to want to get over there and hit the notification bell, and that way you'll know when the new videos come out. But yeah, let's see. There's nothing like a father-daughter project. I agree, Bill, for sure. What do we got here? Look at this. Uh-oh. I can already tell it's something edible. Let's see. We got ourselves a coffee cup. Always cool. I do drink coffee. I drink coffee every single day. We're from Bahamas, all the way from the Bahamas. Can you believe that? And we love your channel. Keep up the great work. Not sure when you'll ever make it down to the Bahamas. Well, I can tell you ain't gonna be no time soon, unfortunately. We be jamming. All right, so we got some jelly, some jam. That is awesome. I bet this stuff tastes amazing. What is that? What is that? Is that like a mango? Is that what those are? Mangoes on there? I'm so stupid, y'all. I'll tell you what, man. I can't wait to try this. I can't wait to try this and drink out of my new coffee cup. That's going to be awesome. Let's see, what else do they say? Always remember to remain humble and stay safe. Yeah. Guys, when it comes to being humble, I don't know any other way to be. I mean, like most of you guys, I'm from the school of hard knocks. I had to learn everything the hard way, and it wasn't nothing gave to me. This is the first time people coming in and just giving me all this stuff. It's kind of blowing me away. So thanks, guys. Let's see, Kirby, Mason, and Zeus. Thank you very much for that. I'm going to have some of that tonight, in fact. I'm going to set this to the side. I'm going to take this in the house. Speaking of food, check this out. We got a gift box. Sweet choice. I'm guessing there's food in there, man. There must be, right? That thing was full. Hey, it's been here 3 days. You can't expect it to still be full. It's just not going to happen. Shoot, I think I ate all that on the first day, to be honest with you. This thing was just full of every kind of snacks you can imagine, all kinds of sweets and chips and crackers and granola bars. Dude, this guy's got it figured out. He knows the way to my heart right here. Some snacks to get you going in the shop. Well, that's exactly what it did. They didn't last long. As you can see, the box is almost empty. I think we got a couple little things here. Got some Twizzlers, man. I think, you know what? I'm going to take those out and keep them over here in the refrigerator. Keep them out here with me before anybody else gets them. This is from David Willis. I recognize that name. He sent something before. What was it? We need to figure that out. So there you go, man. Another viewer sending multiple gifts. I remember for a fact he sent us something last week. That is awesome, man. I love you guys. That's really cool. All right, let's see what's next. See what we got going on here. Oh, there it is. Sprayway glass cleaner. This is my favorite. Anybody watching the channel knows I love this stuff. I don't just use it for cleaning glass. I use it for my painting. When I'm out here painting, doing my paint projects, it works really good for cleaning the surface, getting your fingerprints and stuff off and all of that. So very much appreciated, man. I use a ton of this stuff. I need a Sprayway sponsorship. At this point, I use so much of that stuff. I'll tell you what. This one came with a note. Keep up the great videos. First time sending. Hope this helps. Mike from Texas. Hey, man, that's a good name. Shoot, yeah, this helps. Sprayway glass cleaner. That stuff's like $5 a can at least, and that's at Walmart. And you just sent me 4 cans. So, hell yeah, that's going to help. What do we got going on here? Uh-oh. Oh, let's see. 18 volt brushless drill driver. Dude. If you guys caught the detail video where we detailed the Saturn using all these nice products you guys have been sending us, you know that my drill, it bit the dust, man. My battery drill is no more. Check it out. So now we got us a new one. What? This is too good to be true. Check this out, man. I have been needing this. Look at that. Nice. What do we got going on here? Boy, I tell you what, you guys are great. That is nice. This is going to get a ton of use. That just might be my new favorite tool. Of course, it comes with the charger and everything in this cool case. Hell yeah. See if we can find a note in here somewhere. This is it. Look, it says Woot WRX. That's it. That's all I've got. What? I really wish you guys would let me give you a shout out. Let me make sure. Dig in here. Make sure nothing inside. No, that's it, man. Well, whoever you are, dude, that was really cool. This is a hell of a gift, man. And it'll get used a ton. You can bet that. That old Craftsman drill that wore out on me, golly, man, I used that thing for years and years. So I'm not going to complain too bad that it went out on me because, God, I think I own that thing probably 13 years, 14 years, something crazy like that. In fact, I built this shop with that drill. I should probably give it like a proper burial or something, just out of decency, you know. Let's see what we got here. This is from Jeff Johnson. I'm gonna cover his address up there. Let's see what we got going on in here. Oh, an Amazon card, like a gift card. You rock. Your videos are awesome. I'll tell you what, man, you rock, dude, just for sending me that. Let's see, your videos are awesome and motivating. You create such good content that is fun to watch. Man, you guys sure know how to make a guy feel good. I've told it a million times. I never would imagine anybody would want to watch. I mean, this is just stuff that I do every day anyway, long before YouTube came along, and I would never imagine anybody would care to watch this stuff, and yet here you guys are, and it's cool, man. I love it. It says, I recently fixed and flipped a 1996 Honda Civic and a 2001 Honda CR-V, and it was awesome. Man, I know how you feel, dude. Fixing these old cars up, when they got their little aches and pains, they're dirty, they're smelly, and people just think that they're no use in them. They're just junk. There's no good left in them. And then, an honest car flipper gets a hold of it, somebody with a little bit of pride and integrity, and they can get in there and clean that thing up and give it a second life. Somebody could easily get in there and drive that car for several years to come. And as long as they drive it right and they take care of it, do the proper maintenance to it, the car, it'll last for months and months, maybe even years. And what do they got into it? $2,000, $3,000, maybe $4,000 tops. So, I take great pride in it. I like doing it. I like to think that you guys watching my videos that say that you're inspired, I like to think that that's what you guys are doing, that you're actually getting in there with a little integrity, some pride, and doing a good job and trying to put out a car that somebody can be proud of and to get some real use for it, because the people that buy these cars, these low-end A to B cars, are a lot of time they're struggling, and the struggle's real. And the last thing we want to do is hand them something else to struggle with. Like, here's your other piece of junk. Go deal with that. We don't want to do that. We try to take that out of them, out of the flip cars, as best we can. We can only do so much, but we try. We really do. We have the best intentions. We do. We're not just your typical car dealers, man. We actually do give a shit, believe it or not. So thanks for all you do. Spend the gift card on whatever you want. Well, dude, I could just about bet you it's going to go into one of these flip cars. Thanks a lot, Jeff. Very much appreciated, man. Some of you guys recognize the name Nabori Auto on YouTube, man. Another YouTube channel sent me some stickers that he had made of my channel. Look at that. Can you see them? Look at that. He made stickers for me, y'all. Let's hit that up with our new spray way. Clean us off a nice little spot here. I can't think of a better place to put one of my new stickers than right here. We'll try it out. Put this bad boy right here. I think it'll look nice. Oh, that is awesome, y'all. Look at that. That is officially my first sticker. Man, I've had a channel for, what, 2.5 years now, and I've never had a sticker before. So thank you, Sean from Nabori Auto. You might not think that was a big deal, but that means a ton to me that you took the time to do that. And like I said, man, I've never had stickers before, and now I got a whole friggin' stack of them. And speaking of stickers, I have launched merch, you guys, so be on the lookout for that. Eventually, the Teespring merchandise shelf, or whatever they call it, will pop up under my videos. It just takes a little bit for that to take place. They said it could take a few days. So anyway, hopefully sometime in the week that will happen. Shirts, I've got out a few styles. I'm going to go back in and maybe pick some different colors and stuff like that. For now, it's just black shirts with a white logo. Anyway, we've even got coffee cups, like I mentioned, stickers, hoodies, all that good stuff. So be on the lookout for that. Hey man, we saved the big boy for last, mostly because it was supporting the whole stack of all the other stuff. Man, like I said, this one's heavy, y'all. Let's see what, I already see a gas tank. I see a gas tank, look at that. Let's see. That is a pressure washer. Yep, I can tell, that's a pressure washer. 3,100 PSI, my God, that thing gonna blow the paint right off a car. That's a bad boy right there, man. This thing, what is this, like a $500 pressure washer? Who on earth lost their mind and sent me this? This is crazy, y'all. I told y'all I was getting out of hand. Somebody might need to take Grandpa's credit card away. I don't know. Let's see. Let's get this out of here. Come on now. There we go. Let's see if we can find a note or something. I'm not finding nothing. As far as the note goes, let's see, all I'm finding is like the accessories. Yeah, we got all the accessories and stuff, but no note, man. Well, hell, I guess the old boy didn't want a shout out. I sure would have gave him one, hell, especially after sending something like this. I don't see any kind of note on it, nothing. No name, no nothing, nowhere. So hey, whoever sent me this, dude, you are friggin' amazing. This will get tons of use, for sure, no doubt about it. So hey, thanks everybody for sending me all this cool stuff. I've said it before, most of it's stuff I just won't buy for myself. You know, so to have you guys sending me all this, it really does mean a lot to me. I can't express it enough. I've said it before, I'll say it again. All of it will get used. You can bet your ass. You guys are making my life, my job, everything so much easier with all of this, and I do appreciate it. I really do. So hey y'all, expect another video on this one real quick. We won't take long. It's in here, it's in the way, so obviously I do have to do some more to it before I'm going to roll it back outside, and that's going to mean pulling the cab back off most likely, and getting in there and starting to tack this all together like we had mentioned earlier. So that's a wrap for me, but not for you. You guys could go into the old playlist. If any of you are new to this project, I've got a nice playlist for it. Go check it out, man. You can see what got us to this point. Tons of cutting and welding and hoisting and lifting and you name it, man. It's just been nonstop. But it got us to this point right here, and it's taking shape. It really is. So anyway, you guys, please like, share, subscribe, all of that good stuff. Don't forget my Instagram, link in the description. Facebook, Weird Beard on Facebook. Hit me up. I will answer your friend request, I promise you. So hey, I fired up the old Patreon account again. We're doing a lot more frequent uploads now. We're doing 2 a week, and we're going to try to get up to 3 a week. That's what we're shooting for. And I figured a Patreon will definitely help out with stuff like that. It'll keep the projects moving along, and it'll help with investing into the channel. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I have a busted GoPro lens. And GoPro thought it was a good idea to make their GoPro 8s with lenses that you can't change. They're just made to the damn camera. Smooth move, GoPro. You're awesome. I put my GoPro through hell out here, as you can imagine. It gets hit with a hammer a few times. It's been almost like used as a hammer even. And it sparks all the time. Every time you're welding and grinding, and no matter how much trouble you try to keep the camera away from all of that, it never works. This camera has so much welding slag on it. I'm surprised you guys can even see me at all at this point. In fact, I'm afraid if I get a new camera, you guys are going to see how ugly I really am. So anyway, link in the description for anybody that wants to help out with that. And by the way, man, just you guys watching the videos, That's huge. That's huge. You know, the thumbs up. If you just throw me a thumbs up, man, leave me a little comment, a little thumbs up in the comment section, dude. That lets YouTube know that we're doing something cool over here, and that makes them promote the video more, sends out the notifications and all of that. So believe me, you are doing your part just watching the video, just leaving a thumbs up, thumbs down even, whatever, dude. It all helps. Isn't that crazy? You'd think a thumbs down would be bad, and for some reason it's not. That's YouTube for you. But yeah, little things like that, you know, a little comment, what have you. Huge way to support a channel. That, maybe watch a commercial or two. You ain't got to watch all of them. In fact, I'm telling you right now, don't watch all of them then. Them things boring. Hell, they're even more boring than this video. I'm going to get on out of here, you guys. I'll see y'all next time.